Hey guys, how's your week going? Good! So, this is bad news, where I take the best stories from the week and put them in a video. So, a swan managed to find its way to the M5 in England, and people were a bit surprised that birds can fly. People were actually calling the police because this bird was on the road. I wonder how that phone call went. Hello, 999, how can I help? There's a swan on the side of the road, and it's causing that to panic! I mean, how did it get there? How could an animal with wings get on a road? Yeah, exactly. Now, could you be a lamb and do the utterly British thing of sending far too many police? Right on, 2 cars and 4 policemen for an oversized duck coming up. So, I found this on BBC News, right? And thank God the police officer approached this bird with caution. Oh yes, be very careful. We don't want this bird to fly away. This was all followed by a swanfrontation. Oh yes, it must have been absolute swanarchy. So by almost running the poor thing down and with the help of 3 police officers, they were finally able to detain the swan. God, I wonder what that looked like. When I first read this headline, I was like, what the fuck? Homeless man in Swansea walks 8,000 miles as a thank you for helping him. Now, reading this at like 2 a.m., I thought he was saying thank you for making him homeless. But no, he's actually thanking people for raising £18,000 for the SSA-FA, which is the Armed Forces charity. Did I mention this was a sponsored walk? He's not doing this walk alone, however. He has a rescue dog called Jet, and here's a picture of the pair. So, a little backstory on Chris here. He served in the 2nd Battalion Parachute Regiment. He was assisted by the SSA-FA to raise his daughter as a single parent. Now, thank God we finally have a charity that isn't just blowing its money away on the higher-ups. But it seems kind of heartbreaking that a man who was willing to risk so much is now skint and homeless. But anyway, Chris the legend has decided to give back to the charity who helped him so much. And now the headline actually makes sense. Now, Chris and Jet are relying on the kindness of the public for help like food and water. And if I was you, I'd give him that food and water, because the para-regiment make up 60% of the SAS. Now, if you want to help Chris and the SSFA out, I have left a link to the donation page in the description. So next up, we have a poor woman who missed the bin man. So, what is she to do with all the rubbish? Well, you see, she couldn't decide, so she gave it to the neighbours. Now, the owner of the house said, they don't call me Miss Marple for nothing. Well, at least he's got a sense of humour. Also, I feel the need to comment on this woman's diet because all I'm seeing is empty bottles and pizza boxes. With that kind of diet, it's no surprise she was too lazy to take the trash out. What made her think that she would get away with this? Like, did she think the neighbours would just clean it up? Maybe she thought they'd be excited because now they get to use that empty bottle of fairy liquid to make it into a rocket. Then fire said rocket into her fucking house. Right then, so let's have a look at the comments made by the astute British public. What a despicable neighbour. Yeah, no shit. Next story is about Fortnite. So, a mother tried taking the game away from her addicted son, to which he headbutted her. Okay, I think it's now time for Fortnite to die. It's like religion. It was good at the start, but now it's doing more harm than good. Oh yeah, quick piece of parenting advice to the mother. Learn jujitsu. So next time, put the little fucker in a headlock. So this kid hasn't been to school in over 2 years and will only leave the house once a week. The mother has tried taking away the internet, but was left with a concussion. See, the problem is this kid has got ADHD and anxiety, so this situation needs to be handled with a certain amount of tact. The mother has actually consulted doctors To which they said, I don't think we've seen such a chronic case. Well, that's just fantastic. No help. They've just confirmed how severe the case is. So, as for the weather, London, your weather is banging. Almost 20 degrees and no rain. Edinburgh is alright, but you may want to pack a brolly. And as for us in Wales, Cardiff is pretty dry for once. But as most of you will know, this is British weather and can literally change in a moment. So guys, if you live on the coast and you see a guy walking his dog, be sure to spare him a chip and possibly a bone for the dog. And if you are struggling to get your child out of the room and stop him from playing games, just grab one of the bottles left on your drive conveniently by the neighbor and turn it into a fucking bomb. I mean, if that doesn't work, possibly just chuck a swan in his room. That seems to cause a lot of panic. You never know, the swan frontation might make him run for it. It's not child abuse, it's character building. Since, let's be fair, I only give a brief overview of these stories, and if you want the full picture, the links to everything is in the description below. I've been Bradley Thorne, thank you for watching, and bye!